How did we do the last one? Oh, I did a welcome. Welcome back sounds like stupid. Like, hey, welcome back. Because what if it's a first-time listener?
Where are they coming from?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna fucking start it. A friend of ours, she was here earlier today and picked up a sweatshirt. We won't say her name, but she is the interior designer that helped out on the show.
Why don't you say her name?
Because she texted me and said I got pulled over because I was speeding because I had to take a shit and the officer let me go.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever been in that scenario where you got pulled over and you had to shit?
No.
Or have you ever come close to shitting your pants while driving?
No.
Jacobsburg Road, leaving a night shift job, I had to unbutton my pants and I was driving with this. Like
pinching the shut.
Like it was closed. I was like this, and like I had to arc it, and I was sweating. And it's very bizarre because the closer you get to your house, the more likely you are to shit your pants.
Yeah, because you feel more relaxed.
Thank God the garage door was open. I kicked the door open, and I said, "Get out of my way" to my mom. And my dad and mom started laughing at me, and then I spent 20 minutes in the toilet.
I remember when we were young kids at Black Rock.
You shit your pants, didn't you?
No, Jared Rep had to go so bad. He shit on top of where that spring is. You know, that has like that house-looking thing.
Yes.
He shit on top of it, and it was disgusting. And then he took a $1 bill and just splattered it on top of it.
Do you think someone picked it up?
I don't know. Why do I remember that as a kid?
I don't know. I shit my pants on the school bus on the ride home from it was probably Bushkill Elementary, maybe.
Do you have a nervous stomach?
No, I still don't like shitting in public. It's not something that I enjoy doing, unless I have baby wipes on me. But I held my shit all day, and then I remember I was just sitting there, and I was like, fuck, and the bus driver was just going so slow down the neighborhood, and I actually shit my pants while he was pulling up, and I felt it go up my back. And then he definitely had to know. I was like, bye, but it's like, bye, and then you just smell shit. And I remember I ran inside, and I had to tell my parents. What an odd thing to do as children is be like, oh, shit, my fucking pants.
I don't know. I don't have
I didn't swear as a child.
None of my children are boys, but I'm sure your dad was super proud. There's my boy.
No, I think it was one of those where don't tell your father.
Yeah.
We won't tell your father.
Your son came out with shit all over him.
Yeah. But I never got pulled over and tried to get out of it by saying, but she legitimately said that she had to shit. She was like, the guy probably saw me run into the house. But then if you had to shit, got pulled over, and that's at least, 15, 20 minutes?
Was she right
got a warning.
Her house?
What's that?
Was she right by her house?
Yes, she was by the Holy Family Club, and then the guy was like, I get it. I'll make this as quick as possible, which could have been, hey, you can go, but he had to give her a warning.
Yeah.
Can they legally let you go?
Yeah, why not?
If they just pulled you over and was like, I got to shit. I didn't know if they had to do paperwork or if they were recording with a body cam.
They can give you a warning. Or if it's like a something to do with your car or something, they'll give you a warning that you have to come back and make sure you fixed whatever was broke. But no, they can give you a verbal warning.
Who was that terrible cop that was in town that ended up getting asked to leave because he was pulling so many people over?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I got pulled over at the Circle because I didn't stop at the Circle.
Tatamy gets you for tint.
Oh, well, they're tied in with Easton, so that's how they make their money.
I don't know. I get it to a point because when Jer was over there, he's like, I'm glad I don't have to worry about my kids getting hit by cars.
Yeah.
Because everybody who goes through Tatamy just stops and does 15.
Yeah.
Because they will just pull you over. I saw somebody pulled over there the other day.
I watched a YouTube video. I forget where it was. I forget where the hell it was. But they pulled this guy. There was a vehicle off to the side of the road with the engine still running, and the windows were fogged up. So they stopped, and they ran the plates, and it came back to no one. Came back to registered plates, but they came back to no one. So they came up on the truck, and they look in, and the guy's just passed out in his front seat, and he's got the blue line flag on the sleeve and everything, and his hair, and they're like, what is this guy doing? So they knock on the window, and he didn't respond. So they started knocking on the window and banging on the window. So they surrounded the car, and all of a sudden, he kind of looked over at him, and then revved the engine he grabbed the steering wheel like he was trying to take off. So they went.
They shot him.
They smashed the window,
Jesus.
And they pulled him out, and turns out when they opened up his trunk, he was a fucking SWAT guy who took a bunch of fucking pills and passed out on the side of the road.
What kind of
But he had
pills? Like drugs or sleeping pills?
No, prescription sleeping pills. He was on the side of the road fucking sleeping. And
Was
they
he
opened his trunk.
abusing them? Allegedly?
I don't know. All I know is he was pissed off because he kept saying, just let me go. Just let me go. And they're like, you have a fucking firearm on your hip. You have a fully automatic MP5 in the back of your truck.
I would have been more pissed about the window.
And it was his work vehicle. No, it was his work. It was a SWAT vehicle.
When's the last time you got pulled over?
A couple years ago in Allentown.
Doing what? Casing a joint?
No.
You used to be a bank robber.
No. No, they pulled me over, and the guy said, when I had my Wrangler, and I had the bail bond stickers all over it.
You ever take your Wrangler off-roading?
No.
One of those guys, I guess.
I don't have money to fix shit when it
Yeah,
breaks. No, but he pulled me over, and then he said, I asked him why I was being pulled over, and then he said, well, you were speeding. And I said, I have a Jeep Wrangler. I only went 50 feet. Like, I can't go that fast.
I never got a speeding ticket in my Mercedes, which I drove like
fast.
an asshole.
And I drove slow.
And then I got pulled over after I bought Jared's truck, which I don't do over 60.
Yeah. But no, the guy was just being goofy, and I said, I don't know why you're pulling me over.
You have a lot to do when you get pulled over because you're like, oh, I have 15 firearms in the trunk of my car in a safe. I have a crossbow underneath my seat.
No, he was being a dick.
But you have to tell them you have all that stuff, don't you?
No.
Why not?
In Pennsylvania, you don't have to tell me.
Ooh, good to know.
I
I'm gonna
told
start
him.
keeping a firearm.
I told him. No, I told him because then he said, I said, sir, I'm not trying to be rude, but I think you're lying.
What do you have to do if you have a fire? Because like if I have a gun and I want to take it somewhere, like you told me before, like I have to take
if you don't have concealed carry, you have to leave the gun.
The bullets
without the magazine.
What's the correct term? Ammunition or bullets?
Well, bullets, the actual thing comes at the front.
Well, what do they yell at you at Cabela's if you say it wrong?
Magazines.
Yeah,
and
well,
clips.
yeah.
Because that's rap video crap. Popping the clips, putting the
I don't
clips
know.
in.
I
all
asked for
whatever.
something and
Ask
he kept
Corey knows all that shit.
correcting me.
Yeah, I think.
And I was like, "What are you, my grandfather? Like I'm giving you money. Shut up."
Well, it's annoying
because if I was like, "Hey, I need to get bullets," and he's like, "No, you need ammunition."
Ammunition's the total. Yeah,
Yeah.
the bullets. The actual.
Shut up.
Bullets are the actual thing that comes out.
Shut up.
That's a projectile.
You work at fucking Cabela's part time. Your wife's obviously bringing home more money. Fuck him.
How do you know? Maybe there's a good.
I looked him up
plan.
on social media.
You didn't. You're lying.
So you don't have to tell them that you.
In Pennsylvania, you don't have to. No,
What?
he asked me. He said, he goes, "Where are you going?"
Do
He
you
said,
cover your ass though and tell them?
No. He said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to work." And he goes, "What do you do?" And I said, "I don't know. I have stickers that says bail bonds."
Do you usually start it out and you're like, "Hey, you ever see Dog the Bounty Hunter?"
No, never, ever.
Just
ever.
take the Hawaiian part out.
No, let's put it this way. They drew their guns, not pointed at me, but took them
On
out of their
paper?
holsters. Because the guy said, "Do you have any weapons in your car?" And I said, "Yes, multiple." And then they pulled their guns out, and I go, "Yeah." And then they looked and they said, "Why do you have multiple weapons in your car?" I said, "Why not?" And he goes, "Well, how many guns do you need?" I said, "As many as will fit in my car."
I would panic.
That really pissed him off.
I would panic and just be like, oh my God, don't shoot me. And would just start recording. I'm putting this on social media. Do not kill me.
I ran into those people that do. There's people that do that now in town, and they'll walk and follow cops around,
Yeah.
and yell at them like, "Hey, you're smoking in a park! Don't you know where you blah blah?" That they're a bunch of pricks.
Yeah, but what if they're getting YouTube hits and making money off
They're
of it?
not getting any money off of it. They're just being dicks. I looked into that. My daughter was watching some stupid video today that had 6 million views on it. That means those people made like $8,000 on a video of them just playing with toys. We're in the wrong fucking.
Are they unboxings?
No, they're just kids playing with fucking toys. They're just dumb families that do that their whole life. That's all they do is sit there and play, and people watch them play toys, like with their toys.
My brother Richard said his kids watch like kids opening up like
The unboxing thing.
unboxing, and they're like, "Oh, it's a doll."
The biggest thing on the biggest group of people on YouTube are there's some group it's an unboxing thing. That's all they do.
I think they're called the Unboxers.
That's not what you're just making it up.
It's like a Nick Cage movie.
No, but they said they made almost $10 million last year, just opening fucking toys. Once again,
Is this what you would like
why are
to
we
change
doing
the
this?
studio to?
We should just start
Just
unboxing. toys.
unboxing toys. Would we wear like children's clothes and pretend we're children? Like you wear a diaper and I'll wear like a sailor boy outfit and we're like, oh my God, we're opening up these presents.
So you can do that, and I'll video. I'm not.
You're not going to be a part of it? Well, if it's your idea, I think we should move forward
We
with
can
it.
just be normal
It could
people.
be. It could
Why
be.
can't we just be normal people opening up fucking? Why it has to be creepy all the time?
It's not creepy. You want to. I think it'd be creepier for the two of us to open children's toys as a program.
Who the fuck cares?
That's what I'm
You
saying.
can- you can
We
make
play
little
the part
voices for 'em?
as we play the part as children.
No, I think like I told you on the phone, we should just get a very attractive girl that's really stupid and just sit in front of the camera. And
Why
we'll give her-
can't she be smart, Jesse? It's
Because-
2019.
Because we'll give her really smart things to look and talk about, and then people will watch it because she's good looking and she's stupid.
And you want to do
If you
the
do it with a
three of
dude-
us open toys is your show
Because
idea.
if you do it with a guy, no one's gonna watch some dude just sitting there.
Your pitch for this idea is slowly going down.
Listen, when I'm a millionaire,
For what? Unboxing toys
unboxing toys.
with a couple of broads from the Fox.
You know that there was some guy I saw on that does Red Dead videos. How do they get away with putting the fucking actual gameplay on the video?
Because they probably do it through Twitch, which is a channel where you can stream your content. I don't know how that works because you're
But
streaming.
He gets 3-4 million every single, and it's stupid.
Yeah, no,
shit.
I follow a couple of the video game
Yeah.
things. You can like watch how they beat stuff, and I don't know if it's because you're streaming it. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
There was a guy that I read in the comments that were calling
Because
him out.
music you can't do that with.
No, but there was a guy they were calling out because all he was doing was he would watch somebody's video earlier in the day and see what they did.
Yeah, I'm
and he
sure
would
there's a lot of that
He would
that goes
duplicate
on.
it, and his whole channel was just duplications of what everybody else did. But he had such a huge following that everybody thought he was the one that did it.
What if we duplicate other people's toy shows, but we dress up as the people,
I don't want
as
to
the
dress
kids?
up as. Why do you want to dress up as little children?
I don't. I'm just trying to make your idea
I
come
think
to
we
life.
should just get cool toys and unbox them.
I don't want to. I mean, I have cool toys. We can put them back in the box, or we can open up VHS tapes.
No one's going to want to watch that or give us money to watch that.
I don't know. Speaking of other shows, I've been talking with Tyler Rothrock about putting something together. It'll probably be the first. Well, it will be the first thing outside of JCE that we take on here, and I think it's going to take a couple. It'll probably take the year to actually get the show idea in.
Yeah. Is he going to we should probably do a test run because everybody that says they want to do a show comes in and goes, I want to do a show, and then they have one idea and they do one show and then they don't do it anymore.
Well, that's why we're like kind of working together on it. Like it's not something we're going to do right away. The first thing we're going to do is kind of have a couple meetings. I know he wants to do an interview style show. He wants to make it kind of like a late night show. It's just in kind of the first development. But
So
then,
is he going to interview like our old guests?
no, he already does that.
Yeah, like,
So
is he going to have some creepy little troll in his attic? They can get our old guests and stuff.
So-
Maybe bring on the Democratic Party people that are running, shitheads. Hey, look, I make cakes. I should run for fucking Congress.
So the first thing that we're
Stupid.
doing down here is we're going to do a
Smashing
comedy show.
We don't have room.
We have plenty of room. I talked to Josh's mom, and I'm going to get some chairs from Reichel Funeral Home, and we're going to set it up over there. And then we're going to do basically the stage back by that back area, and we're just going to do small shows. And then what our plan is to grow it out of here and then move it to a venue spot. But
The very first time we can fill this place, you can only put 20 people in here.
yeah, we're going to do multiple shows like you would at a comedy show. Like, hey, the first show is 25 seats from 6 to 7. The following show is from 8 to 9.
Where's the green room going to be?
What do you mean green room? They can sit on the couches. What do you think?
I've seen Tyler Rothrock pace around. He's going to have to be removed from the area.
Yeah, I mean, they can. I mean, if they really wanted to, they can hang out across the street at the Jacksonian. There's going to be the barbecue place will be open, maybe. I don't know. That place still isn't open. I'm guessing they have a plan, but
Probably
gonna-
not. They're probably like, yo, we heard that Moomaw dude was hanging around here. We can't
run
keep
him
up-
out of town.
We can't keep up with his shit, so we better figure. They're working on their recipes. That's what it is.
So
Shout out to Zombie Barbecue.
we're gonna get a run of comics down here, and then I'm gonna kind of let Tyler handle that stuff, and then I'm gonna kind of set it up, and then He's got a ticket guy that we're going to run it through online and do it for like $10 and just see if there's interest. I posted something about it on social media, and it grew interest. And then by starting that, then I want to be able to bring bands on here and then start having the bands do little things down here and have like their tight fans, and then our fans come down and then just start doing stuff down here. And then I do want to grow it out of here. It's finding a venue spot, because I don't want to do it at a bar where somebody else
can't we
gets
just take
all.
over what MTV used to do and do an all unplugged shit?
I mean, we could, but I would rather go down to Jersey and do like a grind, like Eric Nice, like workout dance
I haven't
show.
had those abs since never.
Yeah, but we're in the development of his show. He wants to take something with doing the live stuff and then maybe doing a podcast afterwards and then having the live audience still here. So I don't know, but it's in development, and I'm excited to get going with it. I think he's really pushing his shit this year. He's definitely doing a lot more on social media.
He's got a lot of material. I've watched a lot of his stuff
Yeah,
online.
his new stuff seems like it's coming together very well.
Yeah.
So and we'll probably have him on. What we could probably do is Ray's going to be on next, and then we can probably slide Tyler in after Ray, and then just kind of just have him on. And then I want to get Corey in. I talked to him about that.
Yeah.
And then
Do it for Dale.
then we'll do it's episode 3. And then what was the other one? Then Luke from Ben Iron. But we can go over to his farm and film stuff over there and do like a big thing.
I want to go watch him make something, and I'd like if we would make something. It's going to be impossible. He's going to basically do the whole thing. We're just going to swing fucking.
I don't know. I don't know if
around.
I mean, I will help if he's like, hey, hold this. But
I'll hammer some shit. It's not going to come out normal. I'll have him fix it.
yeah. So, and then I think we're gonna do Drew after that, and then we should be able to get Skyping figured out by then, and then we can start really just
How is that?
run him.
This is where I'm talking to people off camera.
You can.
How are we going to do that? Are they going to pull a feed, Moomaw, from these cameras for Skype? And then we'll see him over there?
I'd like to, yeah.
So then we don't have to even, like, do anything, right? We just sit how we are and then basically look over there and see them on that?
Yes.
That's what I would. That's how I want to do
I'd
it.
like to try to send them the wide shot.
Okay.
So then they would be seeing us in studio, and then we would be seeing them.
We would just be
on
doing
here.
like we are now. But
Yeah,
we look that way. Yeah.
That's the whole. That's what I want to do, is do the interview as if they're in the room.
Okay.
But I'm just excited to get that going. I really want to do the that reload rub. I got to get that and try it out. I want to give some
That
to
guy was at
Moomaw.
a conference, I guess,
Yeah,
this weekend. He
and I
does
know
a lot
Matt
of shit.
cooks a lot too, so I want to get him some of it and just get it to some people that I know that cook
which
all
one,
the time.
Which one did you try?
I haven't tried any. I might order some this weekend.
Yeah, what was the one he kept pushing? I think it was just their main one. But I mean, there's like different levels of hotness and stuff. But I
Yeah.
mean, the shit looks good.
I talked to him on the phone for like 2 hours months ago, and basically, like, he just had this rub. He actually used to do a podcast, so and then he had this rub that like family members just kept constantly asking, like, "Yo, can I have some more? Can I have some
Yeah.
more?" And then I think his wife pushed him, and they were like, why don't you try and sell it? And they're doing very well, and he's like making connections with people, and his Instagram's fun to watch too.
Yeah,
But it's
I
a
follow
reload
his-
rub.
Yeah.
If you look it up, and then his Instagram handle, I believe, is
They have
reload
tons of
rub
stuff.
as well.
But now he actually started showing like a lot of the food and
Yeah.
this is what we used on this, and then you can duplicate what he did.
Yeah,
Yeah. 'Cause
it's good. I want to check it out. The other thing is I got the sweatshirts in.
yeah. I haven't
They
seen
came
them
out
in
really
person.
well.
I saw you making. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Matt sent me the video. People keep hitting me up that like I'm a screen printer. And I'm not.
Oh, I'm
but,
sure. Yeah. How'd you turn your studio into a screen printing shop?
I wish I was. I'd be making a lot more money. But I got a bunch of stuff and talked to Matt last night, and like I'm officially working for Axelrad now. Okay. So now instead of you being like, hey, like I'm going to be doing satellite sales. So
I
if
would
you
never
want to
come to
get,
you like that. Hey.
you wait till we start that toy show. That's how we're going to open it. Like so now, if somebody wants T-shirts made, like I wanted to. I've been doing this for them for years, but we just never worked it out where I got paid or anything like that. So now, if like Glenn at Dipstick Oil Change, he hit me up and was like, "Hey, I need sweatshirts. I need
His
this stuff
logo's
done."
awesome.
Yeah,
It's like that old timey kind of.
the dude from Red Rocket Rebellion did it, which I want to have on the show. He did the cupcake one, but he used to do, I believe, because I haven't talked to him in years, but I believe he used to design for Vans or Vision Streetwear back in the 80s. Like
Okay.
he did like logos.
It just
and
looks
stuff.
cool. Like he came
Yeah.
out. It's like that old, like you'd have in an old garage, like how they used to dress. That's kind of neat.
Yeah. He's got a cool service. It's a cool idea where he does mobile oil changes. But he hit me up for shirts, and then I just ran it through Axelrad, and then I handle all the annoying stuff and get like the emails down to where like I'm working with them where basically like we email 3 times. Like I'm like, here, this is what the customer wants. Then they send me the mock-up, and then when the mock-up's approved, then we send it through, they pay it, and then it goes and it's done. But I did Dipstick, I did finishers, sweatshirts and t-shirts. I did Northeast Plow, the J I used to work for, and then I'm working with Marty and Eric Harding over at that Digital Press. So I got enough where I was like, all right, like I think I can do this, and it's my wheelhouse. So it's cool because now I have access to getting, and they're doing a lot more, like where they're doing socks and coffee mugs and stuff. So if anybody wants any of that kind of stuff done, they can hit me up directly, and I can send you over there. Because everyone always asks. They either think I'm a screen printer or they ask where I get my stuff done.
Yeah.
But they do top-notch work. I was impressed with the sweatshirts, and more people are asking for them, so I'm going to do a second run. They were like, hey.
Yeah, it's always like that after you already have it done.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, everybody wants one.
I did a pre-order for 3 weeks.
I know. I saw that.
I don't know. I'm afraid of pushing shit too much because if I follow someone who just keeps pushing
it gets annoying.
I unfollow
Yeah.
them. So I'm like hesitant to push that I'm doing a pre-order every day, but it's really but like the way the algorithms are and the way Facebook like throttles you down, you almost have to. But then if somebody like pays attention to you all the time, it's like, Jesus Christ, man, like I don't care about the sweatshirt. But if I did that, more people would see it.
The perfect example is there's a company called Bravo Concealment. They sell really nice holsters
Like
and
makeup
stuff.
company.
No. Beautiful holsters and stuff. And I
Like
always
compacts.
bought their stuff. I will never buy anything from them now because their owner decided to go on social media and he makes stupid videos and they're on every fucking
Are they
day.
unboxing toys on those
No,
videos?
it's literally him sitting there going, hey guys, I'm blah, whatever his name is. I'm the owner. And it's just so fucking annoying. I won't buy anything from him anymore.
Well, it's difficult.
'Cause it's annoying.
But from his standpoint, like he might not be good at media and all that because he's good at making the product. And then when you suck at that, then you come off as a weirdo. And then it's like, what do you do? Because you want to get it out there, and then but
it's got a big enough name just from any kind of stuff you do. I just can't stand it. It's so fucking
I'm gonna try and get him on the show.
You should. He's fucking weird. Super fucking weird.
I'll just open it with, "Hey, I'd like to play you some audio."
Yeah, super. It's so bad. Well, I bought probably 5 holsters from him already, but I'll never buy any more.
Yeah. Why would you need more?
I like to mix it up. You know?
Oh my God. Do you have like special holsters that say like Jesse?
No.
And they're like in rhinestones.
No, I have
That's
ones-
the stuff I'd get.
Inside the waistband, outside the waistband.
But they're
Dewey
very
holsters.
tactical. They're not like Western style. Like you don't
I
have
don't do like
tassels
I don't
coming
get
off.
the booby tassel stuff hanging
Yeah.
up. No.
Why not?
Stupid.
We should go somewhere and
I don't
dress.
do- I don't do
as
leather.
What's the place where they filmed Tombstone?
Tombstone.
Is that what it's called? Tombstone? I don't. But you can go there and dress like DJ's dad goes, or you went a couple times where you like can dress up as a cowboy and.
Well, you can do it at a lot of different places. It's just like an old Western photo.
Yeah.
And
We
then
should
they-
go do that. Like spend a weekend in one of those towns and dress as cowboys.
Went to Deadwood. That was kind of fun.
What'd you do there?
But it's really
Did you wear a cowboy hat?
no. I went to Deadwood because I thought it would be cool, and it kind of was. But there's a lot of casinos and stuff there now, so it's really just like buy a T-shirt. It says Deadwood.
Oh.
I went there when I was.
There's
at,
not like an old town.
Sturgis. No, the actual town of Deadwood,
Yeah.
but it's out towards Sturgis. But it's too.
What were you doing
stupid
out in
now.
Sturgis? Bike week?
Yeah.
Yeah, take your hog out there.
When I had one, yes.
Yeah. You ride all the way out? Do you have somebody take it on a trailer? Let's see how much of a
No.
man you
Trailer
are.
at the bottom.
Oh, my God.
Listen,
How embarrassing to say that.
we went out 2 days
You put
in a
some
row.
miles on that hog, boy.
Oh, we did 2 days in a row. We got it. See, the fun part was you camp
Sitting
out.
in a car.
No, you camp out.
You
So
faker.
So if you get up and it's like you have to go take
You
a
probably
shower.
don't
in the
even
morning-
have any leather.
I did have leathers.
Yeah. What kind of you have chaps?
No.
I've seen Sons of Anarchy, bro.
Y'all just
You're
see
more
their-
you're
see
more
their
of the
cool
Tim Allen.
windshields?
You're more of the Tim Allen Wild Hogs kind of guy.
No, I don't like
Part
the
timer,
windshields.
city slicker.
No, it was cool when you would get up in the morning. You're like, well, let's go grab food. So you did everything on your bike. You
Yeah.
want to go take a shower, you rode your bike. And
Yeah.
You rode to the thing. But it was nice. But 2 straight days, all day long, just being on a bike.
It's got to hurt your thighs.
I couldn't fucking walk.
I never rode a motorcycle. I never trusted myself to be on the road. I know Muma's got one. Matt, do you have one? No. And I know Jer has one, but I don't know how long. Like, does it suck to ride for like over an hour?
Depends on what you have. My bike was not comfortable at all.
Yeah, because you were probably like, you had a chopper.
No, I didn't. I just didn't have forward control. So after I came back,
Did you have like one of those gliders where they have like a TV on it? And you got the big thing on the front.
No.
And it's like a recliner on the
no,
back.
my last time my brother came home, he rented. a
Real
Harley.
question here is: did you take your old lady go down to Sturgis with you?
She didn't want to go, but I would take her on my bike.
Yeah.
She liked it.
You ever take the old lady around Nazareth, right around the circle?
when I had my bike?
Honey, we made it. We made it, honey. We're gonna take you for supper.
That's not how they talk. I don't know who talks like that.
We're going down to Longhorn. We're taking the bike.
I love
I'm
long.
gonna go around the circle twice. I know you like the circle. Then you,
Is that when you
kick,
envision?
you kick the
Motorcycle
door.
guys?
You kick the door in. You're like, table for 2. Got my old lady. Give us the good seat by the window.
No, if you talk like that, you don't really have to talk. Just walk in and sit down. Just sit down.
So you have your own table at Longhorn?
No, I love it there though.
I don't mind it. It's not bad.
There
for,
are no other fucking. We were talking before. Oak is the fucking pinnacle,
Yeah.
but I don't want to spend.
I'm telling you, Miguel's is solid, man. Like, that guy really knows how to cook. I want to start bringing chefs on here. Like, I really want to fucking. I met him over there through Draws, and we go over there quite a bit. But I really want to pick that guy's brain.
We need to get food stuff down here.
But Miguel's is good. I never had a steak at Widow's, but Widow's food is on point. I don't know who they
Yeah.
have cooking.
It's not fucking Oak.
No, I mean, what is Oak around here? It's why there's a. But I never had Oak, so I can't be like, holy shit, that was the best steak I
was
ever
supposed
had.
to go last weekend and I didn't go. I gotta go.
How many
again.
times have you gone?
Twice.
I'm
Supposed to
not
go
going
again.
at all.
I'm supposed to go again. That's what we did. Me and the wife don't get each other. Like for Christmas, we don't buy anything because we have tons of stuff to get for the kids. So
Yeah.
we just agree we'll just go to Oak. So, but it's awesome. But I don't even know. She didn't really get steak. She'll get seafood. So
What's that way you were talking about cooking steaks where you like
Sous
put it
vide.
in a saran wrap bag and then run it underneath hot water for like
Sous vide.
45 minutes?
Well, actually, they have it over at 45 minutes. They have it. They have one over at Target. We should get, but you can actually do it on your fucking works Bluetooth on your phone, so you can start it on your fucking phone, and it's basically just a big plastic container, and you fill it with water, and all it does is it basically works like a heat pump. It fits in the water, and it just circulates the water and keeps the water at a certain temperature. So when it cooks. I think a steak like usually like 2 hours. But what happens is the difference is, let's say we would do it for the podcast. Before we started the podcast, we could put a fucking steak in and you actually shrink wrap it or vacuum seal it and put it in there. It's about 2 hours. But the difference is, let's say we decided we had to go somewhere and we left it there for 4 hours. It would still be exactly the fucking same as it was for 2 hours. Now, if you go like really far, it'll overcook it, but it won't. There's no like overcooking it.
But what's
Unless-
the taste? Is it going to be.
What it'll do is it cooks it very slow at a very slow temperature. But the thing is, it comes out and you have to sear the outside. So when
I'm
you sear the
interested to
outside, but
see how
comes
it
out-
tastes.
I'll show you a video then. But I'm
Yeah,
saying
but how
what
does
it
it
looks like.
taste?
Fucking amazing. You're not losing any juice at all. It's,
don't know.
but you have to season everything before you put it in. But it's supposed to be the shit. But you can do pork, chicken, vegetable. You can do whatever you want there. So the whole idea is we can do it and put it on the fucking thing and sear the whole thing, and we'll have like the best fucking steaks here. You just gotta get a good steak to start with.
I'm not buying it.
So
I mean, we should do
so
it.
Instead
I'll
of
try
instead
it.
of having an oven down here, it'll cost about $100, and you can make whatever you
Yeah,
want.
like I wouldn't drop $100 on that. I would just like go to my parents' house and cook on the grill or use your grill.
You can't do that. My grill's broken.
I don't
I
know.
live so far away.
I'll
and it's
try
broken.
it. I mean, Muma might have some way to do it or whatnot, but I definitely wouldn't
I'm trying
drop
to convince-
$100.
I'm trying to convince my wife to let me buy one. but
I would
it's not
rather
working.
buy a decent knife or like a really good frying pan.
Only if we knew
or
a
a
guy who
saute
makes
pan.
knives. Shout out. Knives. We need knives. Big knives.
We're gonna go over there. I talked to these guys, and they're pumped to go do stuff over there. So I got to set it up with him. We can do it as soon as you guys want
He's
to.
fucking killer. Have you been watching his videos?
Yeah.
He's like really, really good.
Yep.
It's
And
one
he's
of those
getting a little
people-
bit
it's
more
one of those people when
comfortable.
he puts his head in, you know.
What is it? What is his Instagram? Is it Ben Iron Forge?
Yeah. Once, like, he's one of those guys and he just does like, hey, I want to do this. and now he's so
Yeah.
far ahead of everything that you would think he'd be able to do.
Yeah.
But he's making ridiculous fucking knives.
We're dropping his sweatshirts today too, and his t-shirts. It's his website's up. It's Delmeyer Custom Knives.
Wait until we make a fucking Viking sword.
He wanted Ben Iron Forge, and somebody else has it, and this guy like just makes like real weird like keychains and like just. I don't think he's ever probably sold one, but the guy has the name BenIronForge.com. So Luke contacted him and was like, hey, look, like I was just on the Discovery Channel. Like I'm really starting to get my business going. And like I have that name. It's like my LLC. Like I really want the website. And the guy's like, because GoDaddy was like, well, just call and see if you can get it.
Yeah,
And-
sometimes people give it up.
and the guy actually called him back. And he was like, well, I got to think about it for a while. And then the guy told him no. Like I think Luke offered him a couple grand.
Oh.
And then the guy was like, no, like if I start getting back into this, I would like it. Like, Luke's like, what the fuck do we do? So
What he should have offered him was, listen, I'll take the website. I'll put your shit on the website to sell.
yeah.
And then you know what I mean? Then it would be like a
It ended up kind of working out because I told him like he can start branding it as his name and not so much as Ben Iron Forge.
Well, see, a lot of those guys, like even the guy that's on the Discovery Channel, that's one of the judges,
Yeah.
that has a place up in PA here. Mm-hmm. The name of his, I couldn't even tell you the name of his fucking shop. I know who he is, but I couldn't tell you the name of his fucking shop.
Yeah. And then I told him, I'm like, well, I said, people will be looking your name up
Yeah, they're not going to
after the show. And then we kind of started running around. And then I told him to like run some ideas off his wife, and they came up with Delmeyer Custom Knives, which I think sounds better than, for a .com. And then that way it umbrellas it.
DCK.
And then that way it umbrellas it. And then if he wants to do like other, like, because he can sell other things under that, and like there's different things. And I said, plus you could also, call it Delmeyer Custom Knives, but what comes up is Ben Iron Forge.
Yes.
But I don't know. I felt bad for him because when I was doing all the beginning stages of like getting a website and all that stuff, if you don't know any of that, it's like super stressful and it's like annoying.
Well, yeah, but what he can do is, I'm sure that guy's not getting any hits on his fucking website.
No, that's what GoDaddy said as well, that like if Luke had like a shitload of traffic and like was known for that, like
Yeah.
something where like they can, and if that guy has had zero activity on it, it's something with like holding a domain, but
Yeah.
it's like years down the road, and by that point he'd be established, so
but
you would
what-
just be doing it to do it.
What he can do though is, if he starts doing like Google AdWords, which is extremely expensive and they rip you off, but
He started doing that.
if he starts doing all that stuff and use those as the terminology, like
Yeah.
Ben Iron Forge and all that stuff, his thing will pop up way above that fucking guy's. That guy will just be non-existent anymore.
Yeah.
So you'd literally have to look for his own page.
Like I've never done it, but if you type in my stuff, it comes up because it's been
hit so many times.
hit so many
Yes.
times, and like the hashtag connects to it, and like all that. I didn't realize that like all that stupid hashtagging and all that stuff
Yep.
like is connected to pushing yourself. So then if somebody
And
it's
there's
like building keywords,
and
but I
there's-
had 10 years of doing it.
and there's also, you can put the keywords in certain areas that
Yeah.
people won't see it, or it'll be in weird parts that doesn't really matter. So
Yeah.
my old boss, when I had my website, his website would always come up above mine, and I knew he advertised all the time. But he
It's probably
had,
because he took his bike to
no,
Sturgis
he
and
had
didn't use a
he
trailer.
had he had
As a
my
man.
he used terminology that basically crossed out all my shit. So no matter what I did, he would have been ahead.
Yeah.
And I had to deal with those fucking one-on-one fucking assholes.
It's tough.
They're- fuck
My
those
knowledge goes to like Google Analytics, and I would like to dive in and figure out, like Carlos knows all that
Yep.
backdoor stuff.
SEO.
Yeah, and you can really speed up the process of getting it. And
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
just-
I want to
it's-
talk to him about it, but it's just there's so much
Listen,
to do.
It's you have to hire somebody, unless you're going to sit here every fucking night and do all this shit.
My web guy that is
Yeah.
doing Luke's web page, he's handling like his like Google AdSense and all that.
Yeah.
And there was like he had like a discount code where it was like 25% off. So Luke did it and got like a huge discount. I was gonna do it, but I didn't have like I'm like
I tried Google AdWords, and it was like they gave you, it was like $100 free of shit if you put $100 down or whatever. So I put like, it was like $250 I gave them, and they send you like messages like, hey, your thing's running low, or hey, this, It was literally 2 days, and they're like, "Hey, your account's running low." And like, how did you burn through fucking $250? They were just putting my shit up on everything that didn't mean anything. That's the problem with Google AdWords.
I mean, if you have somebody that knows what they're doing,
Yeah, they can
but
do that.
it's to me, I don't know. I would have to see such a result that would make me want to do it again. But then I don't know if I would want to burn $250
Well,
to $350 just to
but
figure it out.
The problem is people can burn your money away too. So there's a stupid bondsman that I hate, and I wish that would die.
Jeez. Is his name Jesse
That
Shive?
person, no, that person uses Google AdWords and pays a bunch of money to be one of the top ads. So you basically you bid on how much it's going to be if somebody brings up these keywords, like how much you're going to do for each hit. So say I came along and said, "Hey, I want to come up as whatever, compared to what you have." If I make it that okay, I will pay Google $7 and you're only paying them $5, I'll show up more than you will. So what happens is when you find that shit out and you find out the words that brings up their websites, you just go on and you click on their website and you do it twice from your house, and then you go for a different IP and you do it twice again. So every time you bring up their website, it's just taking money off their account. So then every day you hit their website from multiple IP addresses and watch their money go away.
You're insane.
Yeah, and then when you have multiple people do that, say from other bail bond companies because they also hate this person, they just seem to be paying a lot of money for advertising and not getting any business. I wonder why that works. Fucking piece of shit.
You are an evil villain.
No, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, I don't know how any of that stuff works, man. Like I said, because Luke was calling me and was just like worried about the web stuff, and I was like, dude, I don't know it. That's as far as I go. And then you just have to trust the web guy, and I do trust our web guy.
And I have seen a lot of things too that, yeah, as long as he puts that terminology in his website where people search for his name,
Yeah,
it'll come up with him, and then he can open up the screen that says Ben Iron Forge, and then underneath it put, Delmeyer Custom Knives or something, or do that, or have that, or Delmeyer Knives presents whatever.
yeah, that's what I told him too. You can do is Ben Iron Forge presents or whatever. There was
does cool
different
shit, though.
options, but like then it starts getting weird. Like I can't get neveragain.com because it's connected to school shootings. So like that whole thing is like that's not ever going away. Like it's a charity thing for
No,
like
what do
raising
you do
money.
Never Again?
Well, no, I did
Clothing?
neveraganclothing.com. I wish I would have got neveragain.com because I think when I started, I don't know, because I think I started this in 2008 and that stuff started in 2006 maybe. But then like I took neveragainclothing.com, and then I took neveragainradio.com, and then I took neveragainstudio.com, and then I took neveragainllc.com, and then I'm just like, I just keep trying to like figure out what to put everything under. And I talked to the web guy. I'm like, dude, and then you have to pay for the shit every year.
Yep.
So I'm like, I got to cut some of these off. But I'm keeping the radio one because that's where eventually sponsors are going to go.
Yeah.
And I have to pay for sponsorships and stuff. But
I
it
mean,
sucked because Never Again, I didn't, when I did it, I kept it Never Again because I didn't want to pigeon, like my brother's like, Never Again skateboards. And I'm like, no, I don't want to pigeonhole
there was
anything.
There was a company that came into Lehigh that decided they're going to do bail, and I don't remember the name of their company, but whatever it was.
Sounds like a farming term.
No, whatever. Let's say
Don't want to do bail.
let's say it's A1 or whatever. So you went to their website. It was like A1.com, and you click on A1.com, and it's literally right in the middle. It says A1.com, and then there's just branches off of it that says like clothing, and there's bail bonds, and there's like studio recording. Like they just basically have all their friends throw into this one website, and it just drives all the traffic into that website. That's how they did it. But it's kind of goofy. There's a lot of things that bail bond shouldn't be mixed in with recording art, recording music and all that stuff. And it shouldn't be mixed in with fucking t-shirt sales, and it shouldn't be mixed in with, but they just took all their friends and put them all in. Car rental place. But
We should try and get in on that.
Car rentals?
No, their thing they're doing.
No, they're from Philadelphia. We don't like them.
Oh my God, because you hate a football team. We're not going to grow
No, I hate
the
city.
show.
I hate the city too. I hate everything about it.
When did you start hating Philadelphia? And I would also like to say is I spent a weekend in Philadelphia on a man date with Dusty. One of the greatest times I've ever had. We went to Center City. We went to a lot of great bars. We saw live music. I had a roast pork sandwich.
Did you see the Liberty Bell?
No, we were
Did
pretty
you go
wasted.
on the cobblestone roads?
No, we didn't do any of that. But then I saw cobblestone roads in Virginia. I've been on cobblestone. So you hate cobblestone is where this starts. You hate the sound of horses on cobblestone. Is what bothers you.
Boy.
Philly's great, man. I used to agree with you because I only went to South Street and then I went to Center City and I was like, man, there's a lot to do in this city.
There's nice places everywhere.
And then what's the other place where we went and saw? They got the Comedy Cellar and it's like they have a brewery there. I'm trying to think what it is. It's like a side of Philly. Where does Randy live?
He lives right by Geno's. Right by the.
What area is that considered? Where it was like there was a barcade, and God damn it, I can't remember what it was. It was another section of Philly that I've never been in. I just used to go. Yes, it was Fishtown. Fishtown's awesome. There's so much to do, and you can just walk in a circle. There's a Comedy Cellar. What's the venue there that I saw the shit at?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, the Fillmore's there. We saw stand up there. Then they had the Fishtown Brewery, which is fantastic food.
Because this is the difference. I tell you this
Fantastic
over all the
food.
time. I lived in New
You
York.
hate
I
everyone.
lived in New York for like 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're in Brooklyn, oh look, there's Brooklyn Heights. There's nice areas, and then to not go to like Red Hook, Brooklyn, in the middle of the fucking night. Not to go
I've
to
been
certain
there
areas.
in the middle of the night.
Philadelphia,
I've been there
I have when I was drunk
in the middle of the
by
night.
accident. But what I'm saying is,
I go there looking for trouble.
yeah, sure you do. What I'm saying is, Philadelphia, there could be something beautiful, and then there's shit the
That's
next block
everywhere,
over.
man.
But it's too mixed in with
If
shit.
you leave the studio and go right, where all those vagabonds sit out in front of
No,
like
it's just one vagabond building.
that's a shitty area.
No.
It's the same thing. There's shitty areas everywhere.
You're telling me you won't walk over there
Where?
at night?
No.
I seen you stop
I've been
a lot
in
of there
Red
at
Hook,
night.
Brooklyn, bro. You think I care about going down here?
Yeah, put it this way.
You hate them because of the
no.
football team.
No.
You are a Dallas Cowboys fan.
So, oh yeah,
There
Okay.
is an underlining.
No, I
We
just
don't
hate the
have
shit.
enough time to peel back the onion,
Let
but
me-
we'll get there
let
this
me explain
season.
this. Okay, so-
we'll get there this season, and I guarantee
There
at
is
the
there-
bottom of this, it's some bullshit where like some guy said like, "Hey, fuck you," so you hate Philadelphia.
Okay.
That you carry that.
Let me give you another.
Let
me
it
give you another
go.
reason. Another reason is this.
Let it go.
One of the people.
Some of
that
the best
control the city-
concerts I saw as a child were at what's the venue down there? I saw AFI there. They have great music, and it's like 45 minutes to an hour away.
So is Scranton. So is Reading.
I'd rather go to Philly for music than
been to
Scranton.
Reading.
Scranton does have good food, but nothing like Philly.
But-
All right, let's hear it.
One of the people over there on the city board.
Here we go. I knew it. I knew it has nothing
board.
to do with the city.
No, this is the city board. That has to do with
I
it.
don't pay attention to politics and all that shit.
They had the people. Okay, like the
Or
Chinese.
it could be the Rocky movie too. I'll get to it. I'll do some detecting. I'll start asking you questions outside of the show.
They put up a thing. Then they said that having bulletproof glass.
Here we go.
In high crime areas
It has
is
to do with
racist.
guns.
Is racist. No. So they made these poor little people take their bulletproof glass down because it's racist. Tell me how that makes any fucking sense at all.
I don't care. I don't live there. I go
Tell
in there
me-
and I
tell
get
me how-
fucked up and I eat
tell
roast
me-
pork and I come home.
Tell me how a guy goes and screams fucking, Allahu Akbar and shoots a bunch of people, and the fucking police chief goes, "This was a hate crime. This is what he said." And not even a half a second, the fucking mayor walks in front and goes, "This was not a hate crime. This had nothing to do with He just said that it was a hate crime.
I would hate everything if I paid attention to that stuff.
Well, then I don't. That's why I don't like that city.
Oh my god!
Because they're stupid.
But you won't ever see those people. Like one of the best times ever is going down there when I was like 17. I drove down with Kevin. We were drinking all night. We left at 1 a.m. We went down to Pat's Cheesesteaks and had a cheesesteak for the very first time at 17 and then drove home.
Yeah.
That's
How
what I like about
how
Philly.
Sitting in the car with Bobby Rosansky, and he's listening to hip hop the whole way. And then once we hit a certain part of Philly, he goes, "Roll the windows up, roll the windows up." And I go, "What's the matter? Well, you can't play
Like
whatever you
office
want."
space.
Yeah, roll the windows up. Why? Why would you do that? I could do whatever I want in New York. Why do you have to do it there?
I don't know. I
it's
think
a
I think
problem.
it's just the company you keep.
Did you ever hang out at Temple? You know how beautiful Temple campus is? It's beautiful there.
No, why would I go to a
And
college
then there's
campus?
literally blocks all the way around it that you have to pay through a fucking bulletproof glass.
There's a terrible section of Bethlehem. There's a terrible section of Nazareth. There's a terrible section of
The
everywhere.
whole city is fucking pretty much terrible. There's only a couple bright spots. That's why I don't like Philadelphia. Did you ever go to Boston?
No, I want to go to Boston.
Boston is.
I go places
they're
for
the same thing.
food. I
Boston,
don't go places
You know
because
where
of
not to
politics.
go in Boston. You can go everywhere else. You just know not where to. Don't go here. We went to Chicago. Chicago's
Chi-town.
fucking wonderful.
Did you get a hot dog while you were there?
I get them Brent Buck from my boss.
But
I
have
didn't
you
get one when I
gotten
was
a
there.
Chicago hot dog?
No, not
I've
when I was
never
there.
have.
I brought him back from here.
Oh,
He
that's
goes
what I wanted to get
to,
into. I want to get a hot dog sponsor for the show.
My boss is in Chicago right now, and he's going to be bringing us back more Ditka sausages.
I hope you leave him here again.
Nope.
You will.
But
I think last time we made him on the carousel.
Yes, but when you're in Chicago, you know not where don't go to this area because it's shit.
Oh, well. I've never paid attention to stuff like that.
Chicago's really nice. You should go there though. It's
Like,
really
like
fun.
to the point where I was in Baltimore. And
I don't go to Baltimore either. Stay at that fucking shithole.
I was down there on a
Let's go watch a
date.
baseball game and go get fucking shot as soon as we walk outside.
I was on a date there, and I was like, "Hey, we should go check out." We were down there for
a
the
murder.
we were down there for
Hey,
the
we're in Baltimore.
weekend.
Let's go check out a murder.
She was holding out on hooking up, so then I had to like set
Oh, you gotta push your
a
limit.
3-day weekend away. So we went down there, which is crazy that I drove to Baltimore to have sex. Like
You
that,
take her to they have the aquarium, right?
Like when that's on the line, it's like total commitment. But anything else, it's like yeah, sure. But we went down there and I looked up a brew pub. And I was like, yo, we'll walk. And then like we started walking and like left outside of that touristy area. And she's like, hey, I think we should turn back. And we did. It started getting super sketchy.
yeah.
But no, I didn't go places to eat food. You go places to.
By the way, should we get into how overrated The Wire is? Because I know Corey loves to get into that.
No, I like The Wire. I can't get into overrated.
I think it's okay. It is by far not one of the best shows ever, like everybody says it is.
I mean, it's all a matter of opinion. It's just like you hate Philadelphia. There's people that
Hate it.
I mean,
No one else likes it.
I thought season 2 of, and Matt will probably help me for this. I thought season 2 of True Detective was not as shitty as everyone says it is.
Rachel McAdams, Vince Vaughn. Ooh.
It wasn't the greatest, but I mean, the first one was so good. How can you go into the second one
But
expecting it?
here's what I'll say. The first one was good, yes. There was a lot of drawn out shit in the first one.
I'm
because-
saying no.
McConaughey was in it, and they had to draw it out because
I don't know.
First one was
You're
good.
saying something's drawn out, and you're still watching season 42 of The Walking Dead. That's
right,
drawn
and
out.
they're done. It's over.
Thank
Just
God.
like Vikings said, they have this season, next season, and it's done. But no, there was a lot of just nothing. A lot of episodes or a lot of part of
It's
it
like
just
that
nothing.
with all TV.
Yes, but I'm not saying it was bad. I love the first season, but the second season was good also. Not as good as the first, but it wasn't a piece of shit. I mean, it was just different.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited for the third season. I think it starts next week.
Yeah, I have to look and see who's in it.
I forget.
That one guy, the lead guy's pretty good,
Yeah.
but I forget his fucking name.
I wanted to get into something before wrapping this show up. Mr. Mariano is going to come on the show. I wanted to get him on a while ago just because of who he is as a person. Like he was like the top sales guy over at Martin Guitar and is like traveled and is like one of the reasons that like Martin Guitar sales in like Japan and stuff. Like he's just an extremely interesting man. But I went over there last night for dinner with Josh's parents, and they're starting a I guess it's a foundation in the name of Josh and Jesse, and then they're gonna. It was interesting to hear actually how foundations work and like all you have to get into it, but he can explain all that. I can go as far as we did Jokes and Chokes, but like they're in like a whole nother thing with like starting their foundation, and it's almost ready. But what they're going to do is put a substantial donation to start, and then they're going to start getting like other places to give donations, and then I guess the foundation then has a start to it, and then you just keep growing from there over the years.
It's a lot of legal stuff to set up.
That's almost all done.
People don't know, but it's a lot of shit.
So what he wants to do is start doing like charity events over the years, and he wants to do like a golf tournament or like a comedy show and just things that Josh and Jesse would have enjoyed doing, and then just start raising the money. So I was talking to him, and then I was like, dude, why don't you come on the podcast and like just talk about everything you're doing for Josh and Jesse, and then we can start like helping out. So they got to make like a board that I'm going to be a part of, and then they're just going to like set the whole thing up, and they want to run it.
You have to sign off on bylaws. You have
Yeah.
to sign up, there's a whole bunch of stuff you have to do.
But I'm excited to have him on. It was cool that he agreed to do it. I mean, so it'll be a pretty emotional show, but I think it'll be cool to have his dad on because Josh used to be a part of the show, and I always wanted to interview his dad, and Josh would always just be like, "No, what would you want my stupid dad on for?"
Because
Because it's your dad. Like everyone's like, "Your dad's funny," and I'm like, "I fight with my dad every day."
Yeah. Well, it's because it's his dad. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't think of him as that.
Yeah, but Jesse asked him years ago when they were going to do it. So I definitely want to have him on. I want to push it. And then every time that we're going to – because I think the first thing that we're going to probably do is a golf tournament because I know we talked about doing one
Yep.
with Tyler, and then I threw the idea at him. So Tyler knows how to do them. So
Yes, he does.
we're
He
going to
does.
get together and probably do the golf tournament.
I know. I hate the golf. I've tried. I don't have patience. But I do have golf clubs.
Yeah. Well, they're going
And
to
golf
do –
shoes.
they want to do the golf one. The comedy thing will be easy
I
because I've already did that. So and they got the new venue over at Holy Family School. So they did it like
Is it open? The
yeah,
whole
they
thing?
had a
Okay.
gala there already. So
Okay.
he said he wants to do some things there, and
Yeah.
then I'm going to talk and see about doing a food one because I know she raised a ton of money for doing the thing at the Mac thing or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought we'd close out on that, and I want to bring Mr. Mariano on and do that stuff. And then I got to edit last week's, and I'm going to try and edit this weekend, so then they're just ready to go. But that editing stuff, and Jared's out of town, so I'm nervous.
Moomaw can help you. You know how to do you can do video. No?
And Matt uses Adobe, and like most of the people that I talk to use Adobe, but Jerry uses Final Cut, and he's right up the road, so I chose Final Cut, and then we'll see. It's not even really that I'm just like nervous about stepping into it, but it's like one of those where I think once you figure it out, you can just start cranking everything out. But I don't know. The sweatshirts are up on neveragainclothing.com. The audio podcast of this is on, you search iTunes Never Again Radio, and then subscribe to this, subscribe to whatever. And like we started getting subscribers now to the YouTube. It's fun. It's like, I'm like, yeah, we're at 10. But it's hard to get people to do that because most people just watch it.
So, and they should comment on there.
Yeah, commenting helps.
Yeah.
Even if it's
Not
like,
like
hey,
the-
we hate you, Jesse.
Not like the host of the
Philadelphia's all right, you piece of
show.
shit.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo.
I can't believe you just opened commenting up. This is now going to turn into like, it's going to get out of hand. I turned commenting off because I knew people would just put stupid shit.
Who cares?
I don't know.
Miserable people. Who gives a shit? What I'm saying is there's like another podcast I heard that Try the Copy us that their hosts actually have the majority of the comments on there.
I don't know.
Yeah, on their separate accounts. It's really hard to tell that it's the host saying it too.
You do so much detective work.
Yeah.
Do you have anything? I know you said you wanted to do something spiritual this week to close the show.
No, that would never happen.
You said I had something prepared.
You were supposed to be preparing heartfelt endings like you used to do. That was your job.
Oh, that Kelly Pettis girl hit me up again, and I have no clue who
the
she
fuck
is.
is this person?
I don't know. She keeps saying like, "Hey."
Is this one of those creepy fans? She'll be standing outside in the rain.
Maybe
with a window?
could be our first creepy stalker, but she definitely the lady upstairs is atrocious. I think we got
Listen.
away the whole show and then closing and she's
vacuuming?
vacuuming. Yeah, why don't you vacuum the foyer and start cleaning up out there? She does nothing. Foyer, sorry.
It is, right? Listen, how do you spell it?
Or what did I say? The foyer? That's Pennsylvania Dutch.
Is it? I thought in my head, I thought they spelled it wrong. Damn it. I was
Listen-
wrong. I
listen
was
to
arguing
that.
with my wife. I was wrong. I
Can-
gotta fucking
can-
say I'm sorry now.
Will it
Shit.
will it pick up the audio that we can end the show on her vacuuming?
Yeah. I don't know. I can hear it in my headphones, so.
I
Or
don't
can
know.
I do I just hear it?
I don't know. Subscribe, like, share. Thank you for listening. And you don't have anything again?
No, don't comment on anything.
All right, well,
Stupid piece of shit.
be ready for when our next show, we're bringing Ray on from Lost Souls. So have something prepared to close. You said you'd
I'm
start.
not. You're supposed to do heartfelt things.
You said you'd like to bring religion.
Say something heartfelt about Muma.
I like Muma. I'm excited to go mountain biking
No,
with
you
him.
heard the old shows. He used to do a long thing and talk about how he met you and all that. He used to do all that stuff.
It was when we had guests.
He's here.
This is so
He set up the
awkward.
fucking
We got
thing.
vacuum cleaners going. You
She's
won't
ma-
close
she's
the
making
show
yarn.
out.
She's up there making yarn,
Yeah.
murdering sheep to get wool, and she's entirely
Will you just end the show?
All right, fuck off.
There you go.